Hi, I'm learning this software called sap2000 and I have a few questions. Just starting out with a tutorial, which is pretty good, but I have some issues. So what happened was that I kind of tried some random values and just to see how that would work with own values. So basically, they're not perfectly aligned. So I was wondering how you would move that in a good way. So they did select by a certain with specific coordinates, which works for them if you exactly know the coordinates, if you do something super symmetrical. But what if you do something and you don't even remember how it is? So I guess the first question I have is how to measure. Is there a way for me to measure, like get coordinates at this point to or this point, or you can measure how long this one is, for example, or this one from here to here. That will be very useful. I have looked a little bit. I haven't found it. And I guess the second question is how to move stuff. So in order to like a specific pinpoint. So it would be great if I could to take this one and go exactly to this one, but I cannot seem to do it. So you do move, and then you kind of have to guess. You have to go up 0.7, like, oh, that's not enough. And it would be great for them to just connect, be aligned with each other. And there seemed to be no good way to do that. Maybe a way to do that would be go here to, no, it does not snap. No. Let's see if well, that works, but that's not gonna help me. So how could I? Oh, it's maybe just a snap. Let's see. I'll do it later. Anyways, that's one question I had. Another way is that it's cool that you have. Okay, this is a bit screwed up, but you have some panels here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels, and this one is a bit crazy, but it doesn't really matter so much now. Everything is off, of course, because I moved everything. But it would be awesome to change the loads, because what you do if you select, so you use the select tool and you do like this. Okay, now I actually can screw it up, so I have to do it again. And then you right click, and then it would be great to add the loads here, So you add assign a uniform load for 3 kilonewtons, boom. But the problem is it's only applied to this one, and it would be great to apply it to all the selection, and also it would be good to group it, because imagine if you and also maybe there's a visual in another software similar to this. They have visual aid, so if they had the arrows or the kind of loads, and the more loads it was, the higher they will have like extrusion or an arrow, and it will be higher depending on the value. Because let's say you have hundreds of them and you go each one individually, but then you forget one, and then it will be nice to put a value that you can turn on temporarily to see if you forgot one of the panels or not. I mean, here is pretty easy, but what if you had so many more? And another thing that I was wondering a little bit is that I realized when you move the panels, it will move the panels, and because there was a beam here, it goes from here to here, and here to here, and now after I moved it here to here, and I was wondering if it's possible to just change the beam, but then when I moved it, I realized it moved the beam as well, so that's kind of cool. But then also, how would you move? Can't you move this panel point from here to here, for example? And one thing that's very confusing with the I thought that if I draw a reference point on plan, then you should. Why doesn't allow me to do that? Try to enter, try right clicking. It doesn't seem to do anything. So yeah. So I guess I just solved. Yes, I found out one. The snaps here. It's kind of obvious maybe, but that way you could align. You can add a snap, so you can go from here to here. But the problem is, of course, how straight is this really? maybe if you do, is there a way to do like ortho? Oops, let's try that. It does not seem to be possible to go ortho. I guess you could do, do a section view, and it would be slightly easier. But it's, I mean, why doesn't it snap to that? Well, I guess that's the end of the question video. So if anyone has answers to that, that would be awesome. Because sap2000, the software, they have their form is I cannot access with a trial account, and they're not, and also they have disabled their commentaries. So it's a bit sucky. So there's no way to ask except YouTube.